Turning Point Community Programs has offered a path to mental health in the Central Valley since 1976 and now serves close to 4,000 adults and families with children in our community.
When I came to Turning Point, I was one of the homeless people that was wandering and hearing the voices and talking to imaginary people. Turning Point has been a lifesaver for me.
From the beginning, Turning Point founder Sheila Boltz believed that employing those in recovery encouraged others to battle the effects of mental illness. Current CEO John Buck shares the same philosophy.
And if you truly believe in recovery, then you also say, hey, these people are worthy of being employed by Turning Point in order to promote and model that recovery.
Here at Turning Point, one of the things that is really excellent is hiring persons with mental illness is one of the things that I think is really great.
Mental illness is something that, it doesn't go away, but there are ways of working with it. Hope. I try and offer hope because many of our members have lost that hope. It took me a while to figure out that, I still had something to give.
Turning Point staff is more open for a lot of things, and they're more to help you. They're not like they're like a family. They have the family atmosphere. They really care about each other. They're like a family you wouldn't have at home. It's more loving, more giving, and just everybody's out to help everybody. So that's what I get out of it. So I'm really proud to be part of it. I mean, this is the happiest I've ever been. I've been happy now, I guess, 1.5 years now, knowing that I can do this.
Turning Point uses a virtual hallucination simulator as a tool to help people understand what it's like to experience schizophrenia.
Try to imagine going to work. Try to imagine getting up, going to the grocery store, getting a quality of life done throughout the day with that level of bombardment. And then to realize why we see persons wandering the street and understand that that is what mental illness is about.
But mental illness isn't just about homeless adults. Turning Point also focuses its efforts to help families with children.
And you get to meet other adults in Turning Point that have problems that can share with you, and you can share with them. And that's you don't feel like you're alone anymore. You have the help of the staff at Turning Point, the help of the other parents in Turning Point, and the children in Turning Point also have other children that they can relate to as well.
The Turning Point is turning my son from being a child out of control to a child in control.
I've been through other programs. The Turning Point people are not just there as a business, like some of the other programs I've been. They're more of a family. And you can call on your family for anything. And you can call on the staff at Turning Point, not just one, the ones that you're in contact with, but any one of them you can call and identify yourself. And they're like, okay, if I can't help you, I will find someone that can. And that makes you feel really good.
Housing first is a philosophy Turning Point believes in. In 2006, Turning Point took an important step by opening its first permanent housing at the Fairview Apartments.
When people come off the streets, what they need first is housing. Housing's critical before any services, because folks they don't want services right up front. What they want is a place to live that's safe and secure.
Meeting basic needs is really the key towards recovery from mental illness. And that is why Turning Point offers a housing first model, providing both housing and mental health services for individuals recovering from mental illness. And we're really happy to partner with Turning Point because they have been providing these types of services for a very long time.
Keep your head up to the sky.
We know that after housing, what people are requesting is an opportunity to work, employment. We know that because we listen to the people that we are privileged to work with. They remind us that employment is an essential part of their recovery. We know that recently there was a Time magazine article that identified Sacramento as one of the most diverse communities in the country. Turning Point Community Programs and its staff mirror that diversity. We're proud of that. It allows us to provide the best services for those folks that we're privileged to work with.
People don't understand that mental illness is a disease. It's not a choice. People don't choose to be profoundly depressed, schizophrenic, bipolar, personality disorders. And through the many, many years of my brother's mental illnesses, I can honestly say that Turning Point was the first organization that as a family member, I felt sort of wrapped its arms around me and gave me the tools and courage and information that I needed, as well as just the emotional support to help my brother in the right way, the productive ways.
Up to 2/3 of those with psychiatric disabilities do not seek treatment, due in part to the stigma of mental illness. Turning Point hopes to stamp out that stigma by sharing stories of hope and recovery.
We are here to provide a safe harbor because so many of our individuals have been cast down into darkness and don't even realize there is light. And when they come to Turning Point, many of them don't even know that they've been in darkness.
To all of those associated with Turning Point, happy 30th anniversary, and thank you for all you have done and all you do to save the lives of hundreds and hundreds of people. I so appreciate your commitment to those who too often don't have a voice and who are too often forgotten.
You gotta be cool, you gotta be calm, you gotta stay together.